You can't go wrong with great food and great beer while helping a great cause. And today we're going to tell you how you can get all of that and so much more right here on Pets on Parade. Good afternoon and welcome to Pets on Parade, brought to you by 3TV. My name is Kelsey Dickerson with the Arizona Humane Society. Thank you so much for joining in this week. As usual, we have some absolutely adorable pets. I think you can hear one now. We're going to introduce you to Mylo, who I think can probably hear you guys all the way back at home with those adorable ears. Lisa's going to introduce us to him in just a few minutes. And if you ever need a story on why adoption matters and all the work we do at the Arizona Humane Society, well, take a good look at Littlefoot here. We're going to tell you all about him and why he's named that later on in the show. Believe me, you will not want to miss his story. And if you're a fan of classic TV, then you're going to know all about this beautiful girl. We're going to introduce you to Morticia. We'll be meeting her in just a few minutes. Oh my gosh, how cute. But first, let's keep it in the family, the Addams family, and meet Uncle Fester. This handsome fellow is 5 months old and was brought to us all the way back in September as an underage, unweaned orphan. The adorable babe was almost ready to go up for adoption after about a month of being with foster hero Kinsey when it was found that he actually had ringworm. Now that he has been all treated, this sweet boy is hoping to find a family that loves his kitten antics and cute little cat pranks as much as he does. Make sure to meet this adorable guy today. And now it's time to meet our next handsome guest. This sweet boy was surrendered just a few days ago, right, Lisa?
He was a 1-year-old cattle dog, and you can see he's a crazy little guy, Mylo. He was surrendered because he was too much for his family. I mean, too much activity. Cattle dogs, they're wonderful, but they are high drive dogs. They need a job. They need somebody to train them. Look at that face. Who would not love doing agility with someone like Mylo? He is fun, does tricks. We've already taught him in a day just how to sit for a hot dog in no time. So they are almost brilliant. He is a cattle dog with a tail. He's a beautiful red color, and he does need somebody who understands his needs. Just like you want a certain type of dog, you think you want a cattle dog, and I'm sure this wonderful family thought that they could handle him. He just was too much energy for their family. They didn't have time for him. When you don't have time for a dog, we all know what happens. They get into some things that are not so great. So please come down, meet Mylo. He's beautiful, he's friendly, he's very affectionate. He'll do anything for a treat, but please give him a job. Please take him to agility, take him to training, tricks class. We all have all kinds of things to be able to set you guys up.
Yes, those are great tips. Thank you so much, Lisa. And we have major wags and purrs to the AHS medical team members who offered our veterans and their pets free veterinary care over the weekend at the 2019 Maricopa County Stand Down event. Over 2 days, we served 32 pets in need of medical care to both veterans and pets who cannot, for a multitude of reasons, be around too many people. And while that number may seem kind of small, to those pets and veterans, we made a difference. Thanks so much to the support of the Daughters of the American Revolution, we were able to join several veterinary teams to impact our community's veterans and their pets. We already look forward to next year's event, as well as a follow-up care with some of the furry friends we made this weekend. Dun-na-na-na. Dun-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na. So we met Fester earlier, but now it's time to meet the lovely Morticia, Denise.
Yes, Morticia. This cat is so full of love. She wants to be a lap cat. Actually, she's been purring the entire time on the table, and she's actually trying to climb up my shoulder. So I think she really wants to be held. Just like her brother Fester, she came to us and she had ringworm. Despite the name, ringworm is not a worm at all. It's actually a fungus similar to athlete's foot. And unfortunately, it's common for pets in shelters to have ringworm. And so we're really looking for foster families who are willing to help us treat these guys. All it requires is a medicated bath. There's special training that's offered, so you can check out our website at azhumane.org/foster for more information if you're interested in fostering kitties or puppies who may have ringworm. So this little girl here wants to be a lap cat, and she may want to enjoy some of the old shows with you. So come on down and meet Morticia.
Oh my gosh, you can't go wrong with that. Someone to watch the old shows. Right. Thank you so much, Denise. And now we want to talk about a beautiful kitty cat who has been in our care since the middle of October. This is Sonora, who is an owner surrender from a house that had too many animals and was very fearful when we first brought her in. This beautiful 2-year-old was also pregnant and gave birth while in our care. Now that her 2 babies have long found their home, Sonora is looking for a forever home of her own at our PetSmart Mesa location. Do you have room in your heart and home for gorgeous Sonora? If so, make sure to go meet her today. Okay, and now I really would love a demonstration of the Carlton dance from you, Perry. But I guess we should just leave it up to the expert. So just please introduce us to the dog version of Carlton.
If I knew what that Carlton dance was, maybe I would do it. But I guess I'm getting too old for I don't know what the Carlton dance is. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's a Charleston dance, maybe?
Carlton.
Okay. The guy right here was hit by a car and rescued by our EAMTs. And we took him back to our Second Chance Animal Trauma Hospital. And luckily, he didn't have any broken bones. He just had some severe gashes and road rash and a couple wounds here and there. And what we had to do with this little guy was every other day we had to treat those wounds with honey wrap bandages. And he's got a few little scabs left, but he's made a full recovery, and he's now ready for adoption. And you can see he's a little bit shy. So that little that EAMTs that rescued him, that truck that we have, cost us about $500 a week to put on the road. The Arizona Humane Society does not receive any funds from any government agencies. We're totally funded by your private donations, so thank you so much for that. And this little guy wouldn't be here without you. All of those treatment that he received in the hospital, the transport vehicle, the AMTs administering care on site are all due to your donations. So thank you so very, very much for that. And this guy needs a little home, and then he can do the Charleston dance, the Carlton dance, whatever.
I'm going to show you what it is during the break. Thank you so much, Perry. And we just love critters here on Pets on Parade. But this little guy had kind of a scary experience, Lisa.
He did. This little guy was an owner surrender, but he was really, really thin. And he had very long toenails. I don't think people sometimes realize that little critters like this, they seem quite innocent and easy to care for, but these guinea pigs do have some special needs. Vitamin C is one of them. They're one of the only little critters that can't retain within themselves vitamin C, so you have to constantly be feeding them items that have vitamin C. Carrots are a good source of that, but what we always recommend is if you get a pelleted food that always has vitamin C, if it's designed for guinea pigs, it'll be in there. You don't need to do anything special. So this poor guy was very, very thin and having some seizures. So he was brought back to us. He went out to foster. He's gained some weight, so he's a plump little piglet now. And he has some weight and is ready for his forever family. They're great animals to have at home. He's very hand tame. He'd be great for kids. Teach your kids some responsibility. He needs a flat bottom cage that's going to be cleaned out at least every few days.
Oh my gosh, so cute. And he's kind of like a beaver guinea pig. He's going right through the middle of that. Thanks so much, Lisa. And make sure to stay tuned. After the break, we're going to tell you all about a great way to help the pets at the Arizona Humane Society while enjoying amazing drinks and food.